Trust means to be someone that you know will always be there for you, regardless of the situation, time, and what they need. They can just rely that you're going to be, next to them, and they have faith in you that you'll help them with whatever they need.
Trust is placing confidence in someone that they will be there for you, whether it be a friend, a spouse, a family member, whatever the case. It's confidence that they'll be there for you.
Okay.
Trust to me is the ability to count on someone and to know that when I'm speaking with them, I'm getting their honest opinions and what they really think about them. With trust, I know that if I'm knowing who they really are. They're not being phony. Okay, that I'm seeing the real person. That I know how they feel about things. When they tell me how they feel or they tell me what they think, okay, it's not shade in a certain way as to try to get me to think a certain way about them, that I'm seeing them as a genuine person.
Well, I think you have to establish a rapport with someone before you can develop, can have them trust you, spending time with them, developing a relationship, having your actions and your words line up together, that they mean something, so they know you're a person of your word. That's probably what I would say.
When I'm looking to trust somebody, I watch them carefully for a while. I see how they interact with other people, and I want to see that they're not gossiping about other people. That would be one thing that I wouldn't trust in someone. Or that they just go on and on and on about their problems. That's me, because if I want to confide in them with my problems, they might discuss my problems with other people.
I think like everybody, you don't test people to see if you can trust them. You just learn if you can trust them through your day-to-day interactions with them. For example, if you ask them to do something for you and it gets done, if you have that type of relationship, obviously trust is built that way. It depends on the relationship how trust is built. For example, if you're in a personal relationship with someone, if they defend you, if they speak highly of you, if they're honest about your shortcomings and from the standpoint of trying to make you a better person, that builds trust with me. As far as in the workforce, if it's somebody that I need help from and they're always there for me, trust is built that way. Honesty cuts across all types of relationships, whether it be professional or personal. If you are getting honesty from someone, that is the biggest driver of whether or not I feel I can trust them.
Well, it doesn't happen very quickly. It's usually people have my full confidence until they break that. And the things that I look for is just continue to watch their actions. But it takes a long time. They have to have what they say and what they do match up for a while before they get my trust and confidence. And it's possible, but it doesn't happen very quickly, that's for sure.
It would take time, and when I say time, I'm not talking about days. It could possibly months, maybe even years. And this isn't a personal experience, but if you would have, within a marriage, if you would have one spouse cheat on the other spouse, how would you possibly trust them again? In my instance, I couldn't trust them again because I made a vow not to commit adultery and not to cheat on my spouse, and I would expect the same from them. And if that trust is broken, it's hard to regain it again because you think they're going to do it. So you may be able to forgive but not forget. So that would be one example that I wouldn't be able to build on again.
Well, I have to say that whenever someone breaks trust with me, and I have probably broken trust with people as well, I always hope that I can get that I can get that trust back. I'm always pulling for rebuilding trust when someone breaks my trust in them. And I think the first thing that has to be done is they have to acknowledge that they've done something that has violated our trust. And they have to apologize and acknowledge it. If that doesn't happen, if they don't see the causality of why the trust was broken, then it will never be reestablished. But if they apologize, they acknowledge it, then I'm willing to just let bygones be bygones, and I reestablish the relationship as if they do have trust, and that is the best way to regain trust, is to bring that relationship back as if you trust them, treat them as if you want their honesty, their guidance, their help, and if they deliver, they deliver. You can't constantly live your life like you're testing people, but that is in the real world how we are. In all of our relationships, it's always that dance of, can I count on this person? Is this person honest with me? But at the end of the day, if someone breaks their trust, I'm not happy until it's reestablished.